There's no getting around it. That bit's had it.
There we go. There we go.
It's a boy.
Right, John and me have built this terrible Heath Robinson thing, made from bits of wood and packing crates and threaded bar. And the object of the exercise is to try and pull that honeycomb straight, and I can hear already the people who know about honeycomb, who hopefully aren't watching, cringing inwardly, saying, "You can't do that." Right then, shall we take the apparatus off and see what happens to it?
The team have unfortunately had to cut out a section of the honeycomb aluminium because it was very badly damaged. The sill was bent and smashed, so they've had to take it out, get rid of the bent on the sill, and now they've got to fix it, and they're not sure how. So there are still some redeeming qualities on this car. It's symmetrical. It's no better on this side, as you can see. But when the floors come out, you can get underneath to try and figure out how they can fix this problem on both sides.
Oh what? You missed a bit. What's that? Debs is back on tea duty. You haven't stirred my tea with a coffee spoon this time, have you?
Oh, you remembered?
Yes, I remembered. I was horrified.
What?
No, no, no. Deb's in charge of tea again. Thank you. Always use the correct tool for the job. Unlike Albie, who shoved the scriber down a bolt hole and snapped it off.
Guilty as charged.
It's not the right tool for the job either, but it'll do for now. Didn't you used to be on the spanners?
Allegedly.
Did you do it for a job?
I got sacked.
Oh, that's right. We're getting to that. This goes in here. skin pin finger?
Yes.
Skin pin finger is a condition that I think we invented. And we had to put thousands of skin pins in and you'd be and your fingers would go numb. And I once went home covered in chocolate sauce, which is the sealant we used to use, with a bad case of skin pin finger, and I had to make a laboratory visit. And somewhere between tearing the paper off and its correct utilisation, I managed to lose it and not realise because I had skin pin finger, with the obvious and inevitable result. So yeah, don't get skin pin finger and then use the facilities. I think I toned that down enough, John.
Just a little.
Yeah, I think the viewers will work it out. And for those of you watching in metric, that's 3/32 of an inch in diameter. It's going to be an outcry when I don't get all these bits powder coated, isn't it? Oh, maybe done that. You've left it looking a mess. Well, it started looking a mess.
Okay, this is where the team is up to so far. This panel is very, very much broken, as you can see on both sides. They have made a replica out of plywood underneath, which means then they can attach the A-pillars back on, which then they can bolt the roll cage back on, and this strengthens the chassis, which then means they can take the floor out.
So the whole front end is stabilised to the point where we can work on it. But there's a couple of dimensions we just want to be able to dial in and keep an eye on as we work. So we're going to pop a few of these in, use these for a long time. I'll show you what that is. Really simple thing. 2 rod end bearings, they're about a tenner each. That one's left hand thread, that one's right hand thread. Bit of tube in the middle as long as you need it. Weld the nuts in, and then when you turn the tube, you stick a spanner on, turn it one way and it gets longer, turn it the other way, it gets shorter. So you can span it between a couple of things you want to keep the dimension correct, you can dial in the correct dimension, you can put lock nuts on if you want, and you can hold it there. But it means later you can loosen it off and check, and if it's moved, you can dial it in again. Today's top tip. It is factory fresh.
Really?
Really?
Don't turn it over.
We should have left it the other way over. You know, I said it was factory fresh. It might be a little shy of
it's
factory. Do you think it'll break
It's
it?
definitely fresh.
It's fresh. I would like to find it in the fridge. Oh, I'm not sure we can fix this, John. But you know what? There's not a choice. Because this is chassis 68.
True.
It's the one that was delivered by Ford, and it's in the book of Ford under notable chassis. This one, it's the one that Rennie won his first rallycross championship in.
Yes, it's starting to push us towards it's going to have to be fixed.
Oh, we could get the other tub and yeah.
No.
I think what they've done, you know, they've made a panel with aluminium and then honeycomb core and then steel. Bang! It hasn't been aluminium core, aluminium and steel to cover it. It's been aluminium core, steel. It's just been a battery. It's had water. It's fizzed itself to death.
That's a good example of dissimilar metals.
Oh, it's a fantastic example of dissimilar metals if you like that sort of thing. But it's got in the cross member. It's got in the edges of the sills. Oh, it's just it's 10 times worse than I thought.
There's a lot going to have to come off.
I'm not convinced this will save. I'm not convinced.
Ouch.
Ouch! What, run away, get the kettle on.